Hallo Leute, willkommen zu einer Folge von Doki Doki Blue Skies. Meine letzte Folge haben wir theoretisch wieder Zeit verbraucht und vieles mehr. Und ich würde sagen, ich will nicht zu viel Zeit verlieren und wir legen direkt los. Also ja, as Sayori finishes explaining the morning task and settle down to mark some papers, I find myself absently fiddling with my pen. Pulling up my textbook, I favor to the relevant page. Suddenly, I'm aware of a poking sensation on my shoulder. Morning, Amy. Suppose you were late today. Hey, it's not... Oh, jeez. Hey, it's not my fault track practice went on for so long today. I mean, isn't it? Don't you decide how many laps you run? Semantics, Kazuma. I chuckled to myself. If you say so. Anyway, you wouldn't have to know any good Valentine's ideas, would you? Mom brought it up yesterday. I didn't realize how quickly Valentine's has come around this year. My boyfriend only got out of hospital a few days ago, so we're just taking things slow. I think he mentioned wanting to take me to a tea house, though. Hospital? See alright? Yeah, just hard stuff. Anyway, what have you and Sayori got planned? That's what I was asking you for. Neither of us has really mentioned doing anything for it. I've never done anything on Valentine's before, so I'm totally out of my depth here. Amy giggles. There's a playful mocking air to her laughter. She's a girlfriend, Kazuma. Shouldn't you know her the best? Yeah, but... relationships, man, they're confusing. Just ask her. Something doesn't hurt to be direct. Well, unless she's expecting a surprise from me, that is. Then, well, you're on your own there. So I'm helping you. What happened to me female intuition? You can't give you all the answers, Kazuma. Sometimes you gotta work things out for yourself. Yeah, because me trying to figure out what the best thing to say and do in a relationship is going so well. Life is unfair. After class ends, I make my way to the club room. As I open the door, I realize it's just Natsuki inside. When was the last time I even spoke to her alone? Hey! Afternoon, listen, I need your help with something. She looked at me with suspiciously. Wait, what? Well, you're a girl and... Thanks for noticing. And, well, where would a girl want to be taken for Valentine's Day? And how long have you known Sayori for? Why does this sound so familiar? Is it really a crime for me to ask for some Valentine's suggestions? While, but in my defense, I've only been for, what, 2 months? I was thinking of, like, some kind of rest, but I don't know which ones are good for or not. Entschuldigt! The door opens and Monika and Yui walk in. What were you talking about? I glance dismally at Natsuki, hoping she doesn't expose me in front of everyone. Kazuma was asking me why you would take his girlfriend for Valentine's Day. I groan. Jeez, when you put it like that, I just need some pointers, that's all. The door opens and the second time Yui wanders in. If it were down to me, I wouldn't even bother. Valentine's Day's pointless, all that sappy stuff. Yuck. People hugging, kissing in public, giving each other sappy cuts. No thanks. It's quite a romantic day though. People telling their partners how much they mean to them, relatives, the girl, gifts, their thoughtfulness. Yeah, it's great if you like that, but keep it away from me. Something else I don't get is that Valentine's supposed to be a day where you show your love for your partner, blah blah blah. But aren't you meant to do that every day? Thought so. So it's safe to say that Cupid didn't shoot you with any arrows this year then, huh? She glares at me as Sayori giggles. You'll know yourself yet, hard Natsuki. I am not. There's nothing wrong with a minute in it. Just wait until you get a boyfriend. As we're digging into her food, Monika taps me on the shoulder. I think I might have a solution to your crisis. Oh? There's a really nice restaurant in town that I went to last year with the debate club. It's called the Amber Beehive, and the food is really good. It's a little formal side though, so she probably have to wear something smart. See if Sayori has a dress or something. Seems kinda sophisticated, huh? Would they take a bunch of teenagers? Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Well, the formal dress code and all, wouldn't we feel really out of place? So I'm just, well, as you can see, new to dating and all that. It's okay. Don't overthink it though. Just see it as a fancy date, that's all. I'm sure Sayori would like it as well. I think the music will really suit the atmosphere. Pretty jazzy. Entschuldigt. Thanks then, I'll look into it tonight. That's okay, Sayori will be impressed, and don't worry, I won't tell her you got the idea for me. You're a lifesaver, Monika. Don't mention it. Oh, I forgot to say. I'm sorry for slapping you at lunchtime yesterday. Parents. That's okay. I imagine you had a lot on your plate. Besides, you rescued my Valentine, so you redeemed yourself. Ah, that's good to hear. And by the way, you can never go wrong with the fried squid. Duly noted. Maybe I'll be able to salvage Valentine's after all. So, what are our Valentine's plans? Sayori? Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, I was spacing out. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't really given it much thought. Whew, I'm glad it isn't just me. I was worrying you have to expect me to have something planned. What with this being my first relationship, well, I'm hardly experienced in that apartment. She giggles softly at my sheepishly. Don't be worried about it, Kazuma. We can just play it by ear tomorrow. Winging it, eh? That sounds more like me. Anyway, I've been really lagging behind my homework. I got a lot to do, so if you don't mind spending the evening together. But it's convenient. Now I can look for up bookings for the restaurant without giving away the surprise. Oh sure, I was just about to say the same thing actually. I'll see you tomorrow then. Okay. See you later, Kazuma. She gives me a quick whiz and heads off inside. As I settle into the sofa, I quickly notice that the living room lights are on. There's also some sound coming from the kitchen. Die Mutter ist zu Hause! That's weird. There's no reason for anything to be making noise in the kitchen, and I always turn the lights off in the living room before I go to stew. In an attempt to stop the sudden pout of panic, I force myself to rationalize the situation. It can't be a burglar because they wouldn't make this much noise. So that must mean... Hello? Anyone here? A female voice greets me back. Kazuma, is that you? Mom! A huge grin forms on my face as I spot my mom emerging from the kitchen, a warm smile on her face. I rush forward and embrace her. It feels good to have her back. I didn't know you were coming today. I wanted to keep it a surprise, dear. Well, we let go and she looks over me. I'm so sorry that you've been alone for so long. I tried so hard to come back earlier, but business was having none of it. It's okay. I'm just glad you're here now. I sniffed the air. Something smells delicious. Are you making something? Yes, teriyaki, one of your favorites. You're the best, seriously. Always nice to be reminded. It's almost ready. I'll give you a hand. She ruffles my hair. It's okay, sweetheart. My treat for you. There isn't much left to do anyway. Are you sure? Positive. It's only as I'm wolfing my food down do I realize how hungry I am. Mom's cooking has always been incredible too. Enjoying yourself, I see. Can you blame me? I haven't met anyone who can cook better than you can. She laughs heartily. So let's have that long-awaited catch-up. Tell me about how everything has been since you joined that club. I finished eating, pushed my plate away. Slightly contentedly, I pat my stomach. Well, as you know, it all started when I saw Sayori in the sidewalk. Once I start, it's almost impossible to stop. There's so much to say, so much to describe. Now that we aren't limited by short phone calls, I can finally go into detail into what life's been like since September. After deciding first few days, I recall how the festival went. She shakes her head as I recall how those inconsiderate pricks I acted. Unbelievable. Some people just have absolutely no respect. No kidding. The worst part was that it cost Natsuki and Monica to have a really bad argument. I quickly go over that, not wanting to dwell too much on the fight. It's still something I'd rather forget. Mom smiles as I recall my feelings as Sayori started to blossom. Oh, and then there was Halloween. We all dressed up, working to school, watched some spooky poems and summoned a Shinto spirit. You did what now? Dressed up? Not that. What's the spooky poems? You know what I'm referring to. Yeah, the breaking to school thing. She doesn't look very impressed. Come on, Mom, it was a bit of harmless fun. Didn't you say you called the spirit over? Okay, maybe not entirely harmless then, but for what it's worth, we had all fun, and it was a really nice bonding experience. It sighs under her breath. Teenagers these days get their enjoyment from the weirdest things. Okay, so maybe playing around with a huge robot wasn't the wisest idea. Hey, it'll be a good story for my kids, right? If you say so, Kazuma. Anyway, so then when November rolled around... The rest of the evening rolls around. We both had a lot to talk about, and the time has really flown. She yawns. Well, it definitely sounds like you had a hectic past few months. Girls, secret Santas, Shinto ghosts, what a mix. Anyway, I'm still quite tired from our flight, so I'm going to have a early night. I'll be on for a while, so we can always carry on tomorrow. Yeah, sure thing. I got a lot of homework to be getting on with anyway, so that's fine. Goodbye. I love you, Kazuma. Love you too, Mom. See you tomorrow. After grabbing a drink from the kitchen, I walk over to my bag and pull out the irrelevant textbooks. Let's get this over with. Just about to begin, I feel my phone buzz. Evening, Kazuma. Do you have any plans for this evening? Yeah, so you have a lot of homework to be getting on with. Oh, what do you have to do? Perhaps I could help you out? I paused with my fingers hovering over the screen. Sayori never said that I couldn't hang out with you, and I don't think that she's the controlling type. But even though I'm not doing anything inherently wrong by spending time with Yuri, I can't help but feel like I make Sayori's jealousy worse than I did. But then again, I'd say that I help Yuri out with her loneliness. But this was before I knew that the impact that I have on you, Sayori. Ah! Nah, it's okay. There's a lot to do, but I can handle it. Thanks though. There's a pause in her reply. It's okay, Kazuma. Hope you have a pleasing evening. I can't help but feel guilty as I put my phone away. I hope she doesn't think I'm ignoring her. Given her personality, it's definitely possible. Why can't that just be simple? That's so complicated. You'd think that from a first relationship, life would be nice and not throw me into the deep end. I'm all over as I finish the rest of my homework. I came into bed feeling exhausted. Today wasn't a taxing day, at least physical. From a mental perspective, it's a whole nother story. I still wish that I could do more for Sayori, and the uncertainty on how to deal with you isn't helping. Still, it's nice to know that I'm not alone in the house. It'd probably be worth talking to Mom about the whole situation with Sayori tomorrow. I probably should talk to Mom a little more. She's been in my exact same position before. Oh well, better late than never, right? Okay, na dann besprechen wir das am besten mit unserer Mutter. Und das war noch relativ kurz, also schmeißen wir definitiv da noch etwas dahinter. Nächste Sektion. I wake up next morning to the sound of activity coming from downstairs. I almost forgot this Mom is an early riser. Und da hupt einfach da raus jemanden. Super. That's something I definitely didn't inherit from her. I yawn and stretch, checking the time. 10 AM. Looks like it isn't so early after all. Morning, Mom. You're up early. Very funny. I've been up before noon loads of times, actually. Looks like you really have changed while I've been gone, eh? Rolling my eyes at her little jab, I noticed the abundance of food on the kitchen table. So it's Valentine's Day. What have you got planned with Sayori? Taking a seat, I opt for the jam toast. I don't know. Monica mentioned this fancy restaurant in town, so I thought I'd take Sayori there. Which one? Amber Beehive, I think it's called. Amber Beehive. Said it's jazzy, leans on the formal side too. Ah yes, I know it. Monica's good taste. So you will love it. Good. Could we do it with a nice day after everything that's happened so far? Oh, everything's okay? We can talk about it when I get back, if that's okay. Kind of want to focus on the positives today. Of course, today will be a great day, don't you worry. She smiles encouragingly at me. I hope so. Anyway, what are you going to do? Well, it's been such a long time since I've been home that I always forgot what free time feels like. It's going to earn its work ethic. Anyway, I figured I could start with some housekeeping. You know, this place will get a little dusty, messy young man. So it's never been my strong suit. There's always some business things I have to sort out, but thankfully I can do this on my laptop. Even when you're at home, you can't really catch a break, can you? She smiles youthfully. Adult life, Kazuma. No, haven't you got a certain someone to see? I want. After refreshing up and shooting Sayori a text, I make my way over to her house. Hey, Sayori. She does the bed, sitting up. There's a pen and paper in her hands, and it looks like she's writing a poem. Hi, Kazuma. What do you want to do today? About that, this must be really disappointing to hear, so I'm sorry. What is it? I'm not really in the mood to hang out today. There's just some things I need to think about, and I don't want to be distracted. It's nothing personal. I try my best to fight off the sinking feeling of disappointment. That's cool, don't worry about it, okay? Just give me a shout if you want to talk, alright? You know where I am. I know it's Valentine's today, so it's really selfish of me, but it's fine, really. Not selfish at all. I'd much rather have you did what you wanted to instead of you feeling like you have to come out and anything. We can always hang out another day. Thank you, Kazuma. You've always been really understanding. It's the least I can do. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Well, that changed a bit. Es ist natürlich jetzt ein bisschen blöd, aber ist ja verständlich mit Theorie. Was man könnte machen, ist jetzt entweder einfach ein paar Tage darauf oder am Wochenende darauf das Date zu machen, das Nacht so. Oder wir warten ab, bis White Day kommt. Und da, dort machen wir das Date. Das geht ja auch. I'm a little downhearted. I know Sayori loves romance, and today would have been the perfect day to show her how much she means to me. Granted, the decision has been made, and at least I can talk it over with her mom. Mom's sitting at the kitchen table, bearing away on her laptop. She looks surprised. You're back early. I sat in a chair opposite her. Yeah, Sayori doesn't feel like hanging out today. She said there's some stuff she needs to think about, so I left her to it. I bury my face in my hands. My mom speaks, her tone is gentle. It's not easy, is it? It really isn't. I know you warned me about it, and I thought I was prepared, but I never really know what to do. I like to think that I'm making a positive difference, but I don't know anymore. What makes you doubt that? Well, she kind of snapped me at me once when I told her I knew how she felt. Said that I couldn't possibly know what depression feels like, and that my words are just empty. But she also said that it's helpful having me around, and that me just being able to listen does make a difference. So I really don't know. For what it's worth, darling, you're doing your best, and that's all we can ask for. Take today, for example. You want to spend the day with her, right? Take her to a nice restaurant. You're looking forward to it. Hmm. But even though she wasn't up for it, he didn't get angry at her or hold it against her. He was understanding and let her do what she really wanted to do. It's precisely the kind of patience and understanding I was talking about back in November. She said it herself. She values having you around, and whether you realize it or not, you have made life that much better for her. Nah, I've made it worse in some ways. How so? Oh, I forgot to tell you. You know Yui, right? We went crystal shopping with each other in December, and I saw her in the park once after Sarah and I had a falling out. We got a little closer, and Yui confided that she's really lonely. I agreed to spend some time with her, and totally didn't factor in how Sarah would feel about it. Ah, jealousy, I assume. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I did not realize that would happen. I was so inconsiderate. Not inconsiderate at all, sweetie. Your heart's always in the right place. I just wanted to help a friend in need, and there's nothing wrong with that. But now I'm in this really weird situation. I want to spend time with you because I hate the thought of her being lonely, but I don't want to make Sarah feel any worse. So I didn't tell you that I couldn't hang out with you or anything. She's... Entschuldigt. She's not like that at all. I can't tell Yui about why I can't hang out with her because I don't want to find out about don't want her to find about serious depression. Else, Mom laughs softly. She puts a reassuring hand on my shoulder. Well, let's try looking at this from another angle. She's agreed to try therapy, right? How's that going? When I was there, it was going well, I guess. Her therapist is really nice, never insensitive with his questioning, and she's working very well with him. She's on antidepressants now, and she started going to therapy sessions alone. It's excellent news, sweetie. That's a really big step to make, so the fact she's made it is really promising. From my own experience, that independence is really important. You can be always there for your partner, and at the end of the day, they're the one who has to learn to deal with the depression. When I was dating Shinji, we found that his depression was easier to manage after he had attended a few sessions by himself. You said that he has a really good therapist. You said that she has a really good therapist, so have faith, darling. It's a long, slow process, but it sounds like she's made good progress already. Geez, Mom, you sound like a psychologist yourself. Well, I did take some psychology modules while I was at university, you know. My experience with depression really opened my eyes to mental health. Funny you mentioned that, because I was considering going to psychology at university. Saka was asking me about my future plans. Well, if that's what you're interested in and your grades are good enough, I encourage you to do it, Kazuma. Especially in a country like this, which has some pretty unhelpful attitudes when it comes to mental health. Yeah, it sounds like a good choice, right? I still got time, but I figured it'd be helpful to start thinking about my post-school plans I now. She nods approvingly. Yeah, that's definitely a smart thing to do. What about the other girls? After I fill her in, she fits back, looking thoughtful. I can really see where I got my reflective side from. You'll have to study really hard next year. The exam that you take at the end of high school is so important in determining which university you get into. Yeah, sorry, I've heard. Sakurai mentioned it too. But you're a bright boy, so I know you can do it. Of course, with me raising you, you could hardly go wrong, could you? We share a chuckle. Mom has always been really good at making me feel safe and secure. Thanks, Mom, for everything. I don't know where I'd be without you. Nothing to thank me for. I'm your mother. It's my job. Seriously, having you around again has made such a difference. I just wish you could be around more often. Me too, Kazuma. Me too. I always felt guilty being so far away from home, especially when you were struggling with the deal of Sayori. It's not your fault. Life wasn't exactly going to be easy after the divorce, was it? You're doing your best. Ah, isn't that exactly what I said to do just now? As you inherited my positivity. So you called me a mama's boy, funny enough. She isn't wrong now, is she? I grin. Nope. Anyway, I was thinking we could go for a walk to town. There's a really nice cafe that one of my work friends recommended. That'd be good to get out of the house. The fresh air will do you good too. Can you sing by that Western Monica recommended? I just want to see what it's like. You know, just in case I want to take Sari there another day. Of course we can. White Day isn't only a month away, so who knows, maybe perhaps you'll spend the day there. Genau, was ich gedacht habe. Oh, I'd forgotten about White Day. I typically get a lot of chocolate, so it's one of my favorite days. So there you were, waiting me for gorging on chocolate when it's you that I got my sweet tooth from. I hope you've been eating healthy while I've been away, young man. Have you ever heard that phrase, what you don't know won't hurt you? I'll take that as a no then. Ignorance is bliss, Mom. You should consider yourself lucky that Sayori doesn't expect you to cook her food, Kazuma. Funny you mentioned that, actually. Natsuki is really into food, so if I did it her instead, man, she'd grill me. No pun intended. She laughs softly, shaking her head. Okay. Aber dann enden wir hier die Folge. Leider hat das mit Valentinstag nicht so funktioniert wie gewollt, aber wer weiß, wie unsere Mutter und ich auch selbst natürlich vorgeschlagen haben, könnte man das einfach heute noch machen. Weißt wir springen wir? Ne, okay, es ist noch nicht jetzt offen gesagt, was für einen Tag wir haben. Vielleicht ist es 1, 2 Tage danach, vielleicht sind es ein paar Wochen danach, vielleicht sind wir sogar jetzt schon White Day, was ein krasser Timeskip wäre. Aber ja, das sehen wir auf jeden Fall. Nächste Folge. Denn für heute haben wir genug gemacht, gut vorankommen. Ich bin mal gespannt, wie die nächste Folge abläuft. Wir dann vielleicht jetzt heute haben oder etwas anderes erleben. Ich weiß nicht. Auf jeden Fall, danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss.